Hi. Me. In your game? I don't think so. Welcome, welcome. Mega love shout out to Team Happy coming in. Appreciate having you here. Thank you so much for joining me. It is Sunday, so happy Sunday to everyone. Gosh, I think it's early, like in the middle of the night for you guys, so thank you so much. TCG fam, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over to join me. Appreciate having you. I believe it's your first time here. Are you a content creator? If you are, I'm going to write down your channel and I'll come sprinkle some love back your way. I appreciate having you. I see where you say you're just stopping through while working. Thank you so much. You are. Okay. So I will definitely come back, writing down your channel now, and support you. I don't normally come the same day. I normally wait 24 to 48 hours so that the subscription that I give you can stick. Because if you go right back to someone's channel, you have two channels? Okay. I'll give you some love on both. I have two channels as well. Live cooking. Oh, wow. Okay. I have a second channel called Grandma Does It All. I'll type it right here. Well, actually, hold on. I'll make a banner real quick and put it up. I'll support you on both, and please do the same for me. There you go. I love meeting new people in my live streams, just on social media altogether. So I definitely will check out both your channels and give you a subscription on both. I'll actually come to both of them tomorrow because I wrote it down now, so I have both your channels. But like I said, 24 to 48 hours because YouTube will view it as sub for sub and take away our subscription because they don't like that. I'll just remind you that I met you in my live stream. I know you're going to remember, but just so you know, it stands out to you in your comments, and that I'm back to return the love over on your channel. What do you guys have going on today? Today is just a Sunday reset, meaning I'm just checking in with the mommies that follows me, and just making sure everybody's getting ready for the upcoming week. I feel like sometimes you need motivation from one another. I do have certain channels that I go to get motivated, and hopefully there's some people that come to my channel to get motivated. So I'm just making sure that all of us mommies stay, on track, and make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing for ourselves, for our families. Some people do it in the form of an upload, a weekly reset. I do. And I also do like meal preps, but I also like to come in live here and there and just check in with the mommies too. We normally title a lot of my live streams Girl Talk, because I like the women to come on in and open up and let your hair down and let's get acquainted. For anyone that don't know one another down in the chat, if you want to drop your links, please do so. Let's all get acquainted today. So thank you so much, TCG family. Appreciate you being here. I understand you're working and you may not be able to stay the whole time, but I'm just grateful that you stopped in. So I feel like I've accomplished something today because I met a new friend / family member. So thank you so much and welcome to the tribe. Your pleasure 721. Thank you, sweetheart, for coming in. Virtual hugs to you as well. Erica Wilson, my dear friend. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for coming in. Tamika Davis, this is your weekly shout out. To all of Team Happy that's in the chat, mega love shout out. I understand again that it is like 3:30 in the morning where you guys are in the Philippines. So thank you so much for taking the time out just to pop in and say hi. Don't want to interrupt your rest. Okay, your husband has a channel as well. Big, is it? Big Belly Boo Boo. Okay. Is that capital? No, all that. All over. I'm gonna check it out as well. We're all family. I have another friend that her husband has a channel, and I follow him as well. Layla Rose Vlog channel. Oh my God, your family! All of y'all got channels. Let's see, G-Force Journey. Layla Rose Vlog. Okay, thank you so much. 4 new friends, absolutely. Thank you so much, TCG. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I want to go back. Jazz plus 10, welcome, Queen. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate having you. I'm just checking in with you ladies, making sure everybody's doing their weekly reset. We are officially starting school back this week on Thursday. So, you guys, your voices are carrying and you're picking up in my stream. Go over there, please. TJ, just want to make sure everybody's on top of their A game, making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do for yourself, first and foremost, hubby, or your significant other, children, making sure that we're all accountable for one another and lining those ducks up so we can have a very easy and productive week. I see something else. Hold on. Please join my dear friend if you don't know her as well. Mrs. Glow Glow loves love. Okay. 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 We'll do motivational things. Okay. Absolutely. We'll check her out. Sierra coming in. Hey, Queen. Welcome. Yeah, just making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing so I can tell you what I did today. And you'll see it in the upcoming video. But I did like my meal prep for the week. I did start yesterday early in the morning before we went to our church event that we went to for the backpack drive yesterday. I had started meal prepping yesterday morning. And then I just finished today anything that I didn't get to do yesterday. So I have one more thing going in the kitchen. It's 3:30 now. And I am basically done. And my meals are ready for the week. And I'm already starting on the following week's meal plan. Listen, y'all, I have to stay ahead of the game. You got to realize my kids are going back to school. I am officially going back to work tomorrow night after being sick. And I like to be 1 week ahead in case anything happened. Because when those kids go back, you know, school is a high traffic area for germs and stuff and illnesses. So I try to stay abreast the best way I can. And I always try to push myself a week ahead. So right here, I already have next week's meal plan put together. And I'm coming up with some very quick meals that I can put together. So I got some tuna helper with some peas and some garlic bread. Because Mondays are like the toughest days to get back in the swing of things. Even though you're setting your week up on like Sundays, it's just the act of physically getting up early and doing everything you have to do. Mondays is hard. You love the earrings. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy everybody's off tomorrow too and get that extra day for a reset. On that Tuesday, I got fish fillet sandwiches, fries, peaches, and yogurt. I like to make them fruit and yogurt together to kind of make sure they eat it. They do like the Go-Gurts and stuff like that, but when I make yogurt, and put it in front of them. I have to make sure it's fruity or something, because just like those Go-Gurts, that's why they like them. Otherwise, they're not just going to eat the plain vanilla yogurt like I do. Even if I put granola, I still have to put some fruit in there. Wednesday, we're going to have breakfast for dinner. Thursday, hamburger helper, biscuits, and salad. These are easy meals because I have some things lined up in the evenings with the boys and just getting acclimated to going back to doing homework and stuff like that. I'm trying to make easy meals and go back to my more detailed meals on the weekends for like when we're all home together as a family and not the whole hustle and bustle of the week. So on Friday, it's just simple hot dogs, fries, applesauce. Saturday, pizza, wings, and salad. And Sunday of that following week, some steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Tell me some of the things you guys got on your menu so that I can incorporate it in our meal plan as well. I'm always looking for different meals. Out and about with your mom, heading home, need to get out the house. Exactly, I know why, Sierra. Hopefully you're in a better headspace today. You can call me when you get in, and if you get in and I'm still on here, the moment I get off, you can call me. Let's talk about it. I want to make sure you're in a good headspace. Erica, what you cooking? I know you're at work and you're at an actual living case, but what you got going on? Jazz plus 10, what you making good for the kiddos? Tamika Davis, what you got going on? Your pleasure. I don't think you have any little ones, but what you cooking? What y'all got going on? In addition to making my meal plan, I'm setting up my calendar here for the month of September for all of our group collabs and just my uploads and my live streams and everything like that. I try to stay as organized as I possibly can, or it's not going to work out too well for me. It's not going to work out. What you guys got going on for Labor Day tomorrow? I've explained in my last two live streams that I don't really do too much barbecuing and stuff like that for Labor Day. Once 4th of July comes and goes for me, the summer just kind of dwindles on out, and I just do what I do from day to day and week to week. Salmon with vegetable melody and brown rice, vegetable medley. Okay. Oh, that sounds good. Nice and healthy. Nice and healthy. Can you get away? Can you bring me a plate? Yeah, you know I don't eat salmon, but that sounds good though. Brown rice is good. That's always a go. Happy Sunday, Deandra. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping in. This is just a weekly reset, sweetheart. I'm making sure, you know, I always feel like I gotta be accountable for everybody, right? So I'm making sure all the mommies are resetting for the week. I know we got tomorrow as an extra day off. Just want to make sure everybody's on their A game. Setting up, like doing your laundry. If you do meal preps, doing that. Getting those menus together, those online orders, rather you're going to pick up or have delivered. If you're doing some editing for YouTube or any other social media platforms. Okay, so you're recording a weekly reset as you speak. Wow, see? I'm trying to hold everybody accountable. You know I like to hold people's feet to the fire, right? I'm not being too pushy for you ladies that have gone back to work recently, because I know it's a bit much. A lot of people do not or have not ever taken advantage of online shopping where they go pick up or have it dropped off. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It helps out tremendously. You can trim that time and take it back, you know, and put it into other areas of the home, your laundry, organization, just any other thing that you can take care of. Let somebody else do the shopping for you and bring it to you, or even if you have to just ride and pick it up, because I enjoy getting out just to do that. Just go and pick it up. One moment. Oh my God, they want to hang in the stairwell right near me and play. Oh my God, just go in your room. You said she's back. This is how I know you're really feeling better. I really am. Aside from getting winded and getting exhausted easily, I'm back, honey. I'm back in full effect. You going to go pick up your food now? Great idea. Take some of your time back. Listen, we as mothers and head of household have to be in control of everything, and especially if you're a wife. That extra body, meaning your hubby or significant other, can also become a burden because you have to basically take care of them too. So you might as well group them in with the little ones because you have to take care of their needs, like pack their lunches, do their laundry, and everything else. You know, they do things because they know you're going to pick up behind them, so they just do it. And I'm like, listen, I be telling Tony, like, listen, I already got 4 little ones to clean up. I don't have to clean up behind you too. You can help out a little bit more. Like, if I feel like he's slacking, I get behind him. Next thing I know, I don't know if y'all know this, but Nigerian men are very stubborn. And the moment you say something that goes against it, how they feel, and it taps into their ego, oh baby, they gonna do something to try to prove you wrong. So that's how I work with Tony. I just give a little light insult, and baby, you should see him take off. It's like somebody put a battery in his back and wind him up, and girl, he be around here trying to prove points and take care of the whole house. And I'll be laughing. My sister say, well, you need to do it a little more often. I said, well, I don't want to, overuse this technique. Oh, but I get them going, honey, because they very stubborn and they do not take too kindly to insults. So I know every now and then when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'll just give him a light little insult, and baby, he gonna go out his way to prove me wrong. It's too funny. You might go live this evening. Okay, that would be nice. Again, even if you can't stay on long, and I'm advising people that do live streams here and there, when you do it, don't stay on too long. An hour is long. But I would say like 10-20 minutes, because I'm going to be honest, when you do a live stream, you're going to get your supporters that pop in and out throughout your live stream. However, once it's all said and done and it's out there, people look at the timestamp on it like, I'm not sitting here no 2 hours watching this. A courtesy would be just run it for the person. Just run it. Run them. Let them run. If you can. If you have a device like a laptop or a desktop or something where you can open multiple tabs, out of courtesy, let it run. But everybody's not going to do that, Even though we all have the same common goal, everybody's not going to give 100% pure, genuine support, and it's unfortunate. But if you are going live, I'm going to look out for it. I would love to tune in. Anybody else? What y'all cooking? I see Erica said the salmon and vegetables and brown rice, and that sounds so good. So I made, in my Instapot, I boiled some eggs because we snack on eggs all throughout the week, and I use them for like my salads. Alongside rice meals, just put a boiled egg on the side. So yeah, I always, when I meal prep, include hard-boiled eggs. So I made some of those in the Instapot. I also made a pot of white rice this week in the Instapot. I just go back and forth between brown and white. I really do brown for the most part because I like to keep things healthy, but white was accessible easily today, and I grabbed it, and that's what we went with. I also made a pan of stroganoff, beef stroganoff. I just used the hamburger helper box this time. And I believe, I'm trying to think, if not, maybe when I do my voiceover, I'll have to check. But either way, I was just showing people, like, even if you're doing meal preps, you want to cut corners. Yeah, we all can make beef stroganoff from scratch. But with the way these food prices are set up, things are way too expensive to be using milk and cream and this and butter and that. So when you look at it like price wise and how comparable it is to make it from scratch versus the box stuff, the box stuff one, because they basically give you your ingredients aside from like your milk and stuff. So I'm cutting corners as far as making meals like the cheapest way that I possibly can, but still give my family a nice meal. So in that instance, just as an example, the hamburger helper one, because I don't have to use up all my ingredients. So now I can use the milk and the creams and stuff like that in other recipes or for other meals. So it's another way of like stretching your supplies, your food supply. Precious, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me, Queen. This is a weekly reset. I'm just checking in with the mommies and making sure everybody's doing what they should be doing. I'm an old mother figure here, old grandma. Just to make sure that their week runs rather smoothly. Look at your week at a glance, see what needs to happen, try to knock out some of those tasks that you can in advance, like meal prepping and laundry and ironing the kids' uniforms. If you're old-fashioned like me, y'all know I still iron, and hubby do too. Difference is I iron with an ironing board and he get down on his knees and iron, and I'm like, oh heck no. And every time I see him down on the floor ironing, he'll spread like a towel or some type of cloth or something. He's down there for hours. I'll go and get the ironing board and bring it up here, and he's like, because you got to remember, he went to school over in Nigeria, those all-boys schools, and this is just the things that they did. And so I can't seem to get him out of that, what he's accustomed to doing. But back to my meal prep, I pulled out my slow cooker today too, and I put in some butter beans. I cheated. Instead of doing the bag, I did some cans, the Hanover brand. So I dumped those in the slow cooker and seasoned them lightly, because on the stove now, which I said I still have one thing going, is some smoked turkey. I'm boiling that, letting it get nice and soft, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in that slow cooker with those beans so I can bring it on home with the seasoning. And I did boil and fry up some salt pork, so I'm going to drop that in too for seasoning. And that right there, along with like the rice, is a meal. And I made plenty of rice. I made 2 rounds of rice in the Instapot. So I put them in containers, and they're in the ice box now. So we're ready. I also yesterday made a big pan of macaroni and cheese. I made some pasta dish with, and I've made it before in an upload, stuffed shells with cheese, the Italian sauce, like the spaghetti sauce, some meatballs throughout. I didn't sprinkle the cheese on the top. I'm going to do that today that I'm going to take it, because it's in a casserole and it's stored away. And the day that I'm going to slide it in the oven, I'll put the cheese on there. But that's a very quick and convenient meal. I just set things up so things are easy for me or hubby or our nanny or whatever, so we can get through these meals now that school is starting up for my kids. I just try to make sure everything goes as seamless as possible. Mama Wanda is on the case. Listen, Deandra, I try to make sure, listen, I want it to be easy for everybody. So hopefully you can get some of your time back. Because 24 hours in one day is just not enough. It's just not enough. So anyway, you could trim some of that fat and take some of your time back just for relaxation or pampering yourself or just chilling out, watching TV, reclining, whatever. Just so you can avoid getting sick like I did recently and the whole burnout. That's a way to avoid the burnout. So any way that you can. And you know me, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. PMC, welcome in, King. Good to have you here. Always a pleasure to have you. Happy Sunday to you as well. You totally get it. Yeah, Precious. Listen, any way to make things easier on myself, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know if you were in here, but I already have next week meal planned already lined up for the week, because I always like to be 1 week ahead of myself. So today I did all the meals for this upcoming week, but now I'm already working on the following week. And I'll start meal prepping that by Friday or Saturday of next week. And I just always like to be at least 1 week ahead, in the event that something happens. Because again, when the kids go back to school, that's your high traffic zone for germs and illnesses, and you never know when you're going to be overwhelmed with something like that. So you kind of got to stay ahead of the game. And even though you or maybe one of the little ones may be sick, life goes on for the rest of the family. So I still want to make sure these meals are available and easy and laid out for myself or hubby who have to do it, or the nanny, or my mom if she come over. Slide it in, feed the kids, you're done. Boom. Hey, Moments with Us. Welcome, Queen. Thank you for being here. I am definitely ending my weekend well because I'm doing my meal prep I'm done with my meal prep for this whole entire week. And now I am working on meal plans for the next week. So I am doing good. I just feel like even that alone, aside from everything else that's going to come for me this week, just to be ahead of the game makes me feel amazing. Because that freed up some time for some other things. Hey, Shay, kicking it with the Grants is in the building. Welcome, Queen. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate having you. You should, Precious, because you have that new little one. It will make life so much easier on you. If just start off a little. Don't do as much as I do if you're not used to doing it. Just do something that you know that you can mix and match with different meals, just to get ahead of the game so you don't have to prepare all of your meal day to day. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of helps as far as your energy bill because you cut those appliances on. Go ahead and knock it out. You don't have to do that, all week. And it's hot. Who wants to keep turning the oven on? So once I have it on, I try to do it a lot. The Instapot is like my very best friend. No, forget that. It's my hubby. It's my second hubby. I told my husband I love that Instapot just as much as I love him because I get a lot out of that. I think out of all my appliances and gadgets in the kitchen, that was the best money I spent. It was well spent. Because I get to do so much in it. You get to make beans and lentils. Some people make desserts in them. I haven't tried that. I still a little old fashioned, so I go to my slow cooker for stuff like that because with that Instapot, once you set it, you don't know what you get until you open it up and let that steam out. I still rather go to my slow cooker where I can kind of peep in periodically and check on that to make sure everything is okay. But I have tried yams in there and it turned out amazing. I did it in the Instapot for the first time. I was scared to do that because again, I didn't know what the outcome would be once I opened it, but it turned out it was fine. I went by that recipe card that they give you when you purchase it and it was kind of spot on. What I did was take if it said 8 minutes, then I did 6, so I was safe. But when I opened it, it was a nice texture. I didn't even need the other 2 minutes, so I was happy with that. That's a plus, and it's definitely helped the week go by much smoother. Absolutely, that's what I was saying. Everything goes so seamlessly for me when I'm ahead of the game like that. So yeah, it really helps with the energy bill. She says she's going to do meal plan and go shopping tomorrow. Listen, Shay, I was saying, I don't know if everybody takes advantage of shopping online and setting up those orders and go picking them up or having them delivered. Try that. Take some of that time back for yourself. You don't have to peruse all through those aisles and pick up all that stuff. You don't have to be out there exposed to people, especially if you're still masking up like I am. And I'm going to tell you, the best part about it all is not even all that convenience and stuff. It saves money. How? Because I know a lot of people don't get it. Impulse buys. You get exactly what you go in that computer and put in on your order. Opposed to you walking through the store and looking at end caps. Oh, this is cute. It goes in your cart. Oh, that is cute. It goes in your cart. When you set these orders up, you get exactly what you put in your cart. Yeah, they do set you up at the end when you're about to check out and go to your cart. They'll say, "Have you forgotten anything?" and show you some more items. And sometimes you'll tap it. I do. But again, you're still in control of it, because when you get to that cart and you see that total, if it's too much, way more than you anticipated on spending, you can go back. Instead of getting 3 items, you can get 2 of this, and you can bring that back down. Sometimes I'm spending less than I anticipated, and so I'll just go ahead and add those extra products on in my shopping cart, and it works out for us. But again, you get to control that order, and I love that. And it minimizes spending extra money on impulse buys. Yes, baby. The Instant Pot and air fryer is a must. Absolutely. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me check on with him real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. They like to bother me every time I'm on here having a good time with y'all. Everybody be saying the Instant Pot is a good investment, so it's absolutely better than the crock pot. Absolutely. You get to make, you can put a whole Cornish hen in there and cook it. Cook it all the way through. It doesn't require a lot of liquids when you cook in the Instant Pot. Like with the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs that I made. You put as many eggs as you want, but just 1 cup of water, because all of that steam is cooking all in there. It's all trapped in there, so it's cooking it thoroughly through. Yes. Also, those air fryers, because you're eliminating all that oil and stuff out of your diet, which is good. A lot of people were scared to like cook real meats in those air fryers, but I'm telling you, it turns out great. Just like you put it in the oven, saves you time, saves you all that energy of turning on that big oven. And right now it's so hot, your house ain't all hot and you're not all agitated and sticky. It really, it's great in so many different ways. Back up, TJ. What are you doing? Thank you so much, PMC. I appreciate you letting us run, King. Thanks so much. You shop online, Tamika? Listen, best way to go. I'm going to be honest. I didn't just start since the pandemic. I have been shopping online with Walmart and ShopRite since I got TJ and Kha'yair. Because if you remember my stories, I got TJ when he was 10 months. I went in court and got him. Kha'yair was born a month and a half later. So I had TJ, who was just 10 months, and then Kha'yair right behind him. And it was just me. Hubby wasn't here yet. And so I had to do everything. Plus I worked I actually had 2 jobs at the time. So I had to let one go. And I was working my full-time 9 to 5, so I had to make everything work. I never went into the stores for shopping unless I was going for the wick, because when they're little, remember, they get the wick. So the only times I went in was to get their wick. And that's when I got like my meats and stuff, because I don't like people picking out my meats. And of course the vegetables, because I got that through the wick. But all the other like pantry items and stuff like that, I would set that up on a pickup order or a delivery order, whichever way I wanted to do it, because I can slide in and pick it up on my way home before I picked up the kids. But I really like if I could get a time slot to have them delivered, because they would bring it to the door, and that saved me from having the 2 little babies. I would always have to take them in the house, feed them, get them settled, get them bathed. Of course I would immediately bring in like the freezer items and the refrigerated items, but everything else would have to stay out in the trunk if I went and picked it up. And then after I got the babies down at night, I would go bring in the rest and put it all away and do what I had to do, and then I could get myself showered and go to bed and then start my day off again the next day. It was pretty rough. I think I endured way more with these kids because it's more of them. I only had one son, so life was really easy for me when it was just me and my son. I still lived at home with my parents, so you had that whole support system. My sister still lived in the house, and she had her daughter, so we had each other. I shared before, we never had babysitters outside of each other because either my mom, my sister, or myself kept the kids when anybody else wanted to do something, so it was easy. Doing it and I was already a grandmom with Kha'yair, but I was like really a grandmom because I can get him, love on him, but I can take him back home. But with these children, they became like my responsibility. So it's totally different. It's like raising your own children. So I had to think outside the box of my norm because I never had to do that in the past with my own children because I only had one child. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because the day I brought this baby home, I didn't have a car seat. Okay, I went to court, like I said, to support, and they weren't driving, so they didn't have, oh my God, it was crazy. She was carrying the baby, so I had to take this baby home with me. So I had to tell the division, like, y'all office around the corner, somebody needs to go get me a car seat to bring that baby home, and that's what happened. Of course, they're not going to let you transport a baby with no car seat, but that's how that happened. And so I had to start thinking outside the box. So when I was at my little 9-to-5 case manager job, I was putting in my online orders. I was multitasking, paying bills online while I was at work. When I tell y'all I was doing it, I was doing it. I was paying the clients' bills, but I was sliding in calls to pay mine too. And when I was doing my monthly notes and treatment plans for my clients, I had a second screen going with my grocery orders and stuff too. And like I said, I had a lot of delivery, so all of their diapers and stuff, I would just order that online and have it shipped to the doors. The diapers, the wipes, and I would buy them by cases. You got 2 babies and diapers and stuff, you're gonna need this, so I would buy it cases and make life easy on myself. So again, this online ordering stuff is not new to me at all. It didn't just start for me with the pandemic. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I had a whole attitude when the pandemic started, and sometimes I would try to put in my order and I couldn't get a slot, and I would be like, y'all act like I just started with the rest of these people with the pandemic. But I had to remind myself, like, Wanda, it's a global pandemic for everybody. You can't supersede. If they put their orders in before you, that's what it is. But the lady was like, I feel so bad because you're right. You used to buy it, like I used to always buy in bulk, even when it was just me and TJ and Kha'yair, because I was one person and I wanted to have everything easily accessible to me at the home. Erica in the chat, my girlfriend, could tell you, she used to come help me out sometimes to babysat. She knew my whole layout of my home and where everything was, and if anything ran out, she knew exactly which closet or whatever to go in and get it. And it worked. That's how it was for I had one other girlfriend that helped me out with the kids, and oh my God, I didn't even want to bring her up because unfortunately she passed away. We miss her so much. The kids still talk about her. She was a gem, and we really lost. We took a big loss when I lost my girlfriend. Turn that down, TJ. Turn that down. So yeah, I had always had things organized down to the hygiene products. Like everybody knew where, how to go about everything in here as far as the babies. And if there was anything they couldn't find when they was here, just call me on the phone. I'll walk you through it. You say, Shay, never did the pickup and stuff? Never. I'm scared. No. What if they don't pick the right stuff? I need to stank bananas in my car. Okay. Normally, if they're out of something that you have on your order, they're going to email that to you and say, and they're going to offer you some substitutions. You get to say yay or nay. Now, as far as your vegetables and stuff and your produce, I absolutely agree. I don't like people picking mine out. So when I'm making those orders, I don't put that on there. For those things, I'll run locally to the Aldi or the Walmart or something like that when I'm doing a large pickup order for like Sam's Clubs and stuff. Again, I kind of stick to boxed and canned and stuff like that. I don't really like people picking out my meat, so I normally go to the meat market, so that's not a problem for me. But anything that you can save yourself doing, you should try the delivery service or the pickup service. It's amazing. It'll get you a lot of your time back. And it's really simple. You'll pick an hour of when you can be there to pick up your items. Drive up, check in either on your phone or call the number on the sign and let them know you're out there. They'll ask you what spot. You tell them, they'll bring it right out. Absolutely no contact. They don't even have to come to your driver's side door. Just pop your trunk or open the back doors where they can put your stuff in. Go about your business. That's it. No tipping, no nothing. She said, I'ma try it. You should. Once you do it, you're gonna be Taijan. You're gonna become addicted to it, girl. You're gonna be putting in orders now. See, that's where I spend a lot of money because it's so convenient. Like, oh, well, let me start my next order, and before you know it, girl, you done placed another one because it's so convenient. And you like, that was, if they had an easy button, you tap that. Ooh, that was easy. And now, when I first was doing it, like, okay, so what do I do at this time now? Because it was just like so incredibly easy. She said, yes, I do like it better, but I like to go to the store sometimes. Absolutely. I still look forward. Sometimes I don't have no order set up or nothing, and I don't have anything in mind. But sometimes I just need retail therapy. So I'll just say to hubby, I need you to bring it on in and come with the boys for a little bit so I can get away mentally. And I'll just go walk the stores. And of course, you're going to pick up something. So that's when I'll go and get some like extra treats or something like that for the kiddos and bring it home. And we'll do like a dessert night. But if it wasn't planned, I'm not going in there and doing no great big shop. I'm not. I might get y'all in like a walkthrough, like Moments with Us. That's what she basically do on her channel. I was telling you guys, go check her out. She do a lot of walkthroughs of the supermarkets and convenience stores and different things like that. Just showing what is available, the food shortages and things like that. She has an awesome channel. You guys have to check her out. Oh yes, I'm shopping all the time and through all of the. This is cute in my cart, right? When I shop online, my total is much less. Absolutely, because it saves you on impulse buys. Wave, welcome, Queen. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate having you. I do pickups because I've always hated going inside the grocery store. It works for you. Listen, it works for me too. I sound crazy, but I used to love going shopping, and I think it's because I work in the wonderful world of human services, and with that, I had a lot of group home jobs. And for whatever reason, people seem to pick up on the fact that I'm a very organized person. So, of course, who are they going to nominate to do the financial stuff? Your organized person. So I was always on grocery shopping duty and stuff like that. So much so that whenever I leave jobs or tell the clients, like, I'm not going to be working here anymore, they like, oh no, who's going to shop for us now? Can't nobody shop like you, Wanda? Like, it'd be crazy. But it seems like I have that stamped on my forehead because everywhere I work, I always have to do all the shopping. And I'm telling you guys, I have been doing this 23 plus years now. And for every agency that I work with, I always, even if they had a system where every staff had to go take a turn, whenever it got to my turn and they saw how I shopped, and I used coupons, I really, really took the time out to try to save the agency money and stuff because it's just what I do. They see that as your strong suit and it becomes your responsibility, just like anything else. I'm doing great, Wave. Thank you so much. Every day I'm feeling better and better, still just winded and get a little overwhelmed and tired, like exhausted easily, but other than that, I'm fine. I was doing meal prep today. I gotta head your way. Let me write you down. Wave. I gotta come see you. Check out some of your wonderful uploads. Congratulations on your members. Taijan. I still don't have any on my channel yet, but that's something I'm not pressed for. They will come when they come. And when they come, it's going to be a wonderful thing. A lot of people get discouraged because they don't have any members on their channel. I don't. I just set it up because it's something that came with being a content creator. So anything that I see that I can set up, I will. If I ever get members, fine. If I don't, still fine. I'm still going to come back here. I'm still going to interact with you guys. I'm still going to love it. I'm still going to bring guests on the panels. I'm still going to share ideas, and we still going to rub minds, and we're still going to form a bond and a sisterhood, and we're just going to make it do what it do, with members or not. In fact, when you do have members, you have to do special things. So I'm fine. I'm fine because I'm not overwhelmed. I know we all want to get there, but it's okay. See everybody greeting one another. Don't forget, guys, drop your links down in the chat. I want everybody to get familiar with your channels. I don't know if the mods can drop links over here because I'm coming through StreamYard, but if you can, please do. Let's see what Shay says. So do you buy meat now online, or you go? I go to a meat market. And I normally go to the meat market only as needed. So I drive, it's like 45 minutes from my house, depending on which one I go to, but the one I really go to, yeah, about 45 minutes from the home. My mom and I've had uploads in the past where I've shown that we go in a meat store, and I'll show y'all their layout where they have like turkey products and pork and chicken. That's when I normally go get my chicken gizzards. I normally go get my turkey wings. I normally get my like beef ribs. I get my chicken wings because that seems to be the cheapest, because y'all know chicken wings are really, really expensive right now. So I'll go, and you get to, you know, stand there with the butcher and tell them exactly what cuts, steaks and stuff like that, because meats are very expensive in your regular shopping stores. But when you go to the meat market, they got packages and stuff like that where you can buy like a beef package where you can get steaks, you can get ground beef, like different cuts of beef, and it'll be like $38, so you can get whatever. And then they got like a chicken package, maybe $25. They have pork where you can get pork chops. You can get your bacon, like different pork products put into that package, and you can take advantage of that. So I really like going to the meat market. So predominantly all of my meats come from the meat market, but sometimes when I am in Sam's, I will admit I will get their ground beef, their ground chicken, and their ground turkey, because I think those trays are reasonable. Even though the prices have gone up everywhere. So I cut those trays down and section that and put that in the freezer. I normally do an upload and show you guys how I prepare my meats once I bring them back home. Even when I go to the meat stores, I'll bring those chicken home and separate them down in the freezer bags according to portion size for it really now is me, hubby, TJ, and Kha'yair, my oldest grandson, because the youngest two, I can take one wing and take that meat off and put it between their two plates, and they're fine, and they're still not going to eat it because they're not meat lovers, but I'm trying. So you should try that, Shay. If y'all got meat markets where you are, because you're a large family like mine, take advantage of that. You'll see that you spend less money and you get more quality meats and stuff. Oh my God, check it out. Eastad, welcome. Thank you so much. I got a member. Look at God. Look at God. And look who would be my very first member. Thank you so much, King. I really appreciate that. What do they say, guys? If you want something, you have to speak it into existence, right? And I just said it doesn't really even matter. Thank you so much, King. That means a lot to me. Oh my God, I'm so happy like I was when I got my first super chat, guys. Y'all have no idea. I had to shout this person out. So Eastad, as much as I pick with you, I gotta pick with you even more now because you're my number one member. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Shay, really, sweetie, you gotta take advantage of that. I'm here waiting to pick up my grocery from Kroger. I usually do Walmart pickups, but someone broke out Walmart. Oh my God, are you serious? Y'all, Walmart is gone? Listen, honey, I am sitting in the middle of 4 Walmarts. 10 minutes. One of them 5 minutes, but 10 minutes in the other directions. We have so many Walmarts, Targets. I'm in the middle of 3 malls, a farmer's market, and oh my God, what do you call those places? Outlet. All of these things are within 15 minutes of me too. Because remember, I always tell you I'm in Jersey and I'm in what they call the tri-state area. So I'm right next to Philadelphia, which is Pennsylvania. We have New York, Delaware. We have all these nice big state. Well, New York is not considered tri-state, but I call it that because it's so close. Eastad is actually in Jersey, but upstate, just like Moments with us. So yeah, you guys are really, really close neighbors. I'm down in South Jersey. But yeah, we have a lot that is accessible to us. Atlantic City is 20 minutes from my house. And if you go at a good time where there's no traffic, even if you don't get on the expressway and I just go down what we call the Pike, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. We can go down there, gamble, come back. And if I don't want to drive, I can hop on what we have called the high speed line. Still 20 minutes because they have to make the stops and stuff in between. But yeah, very easily accessible to all these things. So we have a lot going on in our area, which is why I tell you guys, when our family reunion, we move it around from state to state every year. And when they come up north, they look forward to coming to Jersey. They keep saying, let us go back to Jersey. We're not looking forward to, because we're the committee and we got to plan that for a year. But they want to take advantage of going to Atlantic City, going over to Bensalem to some casinos over there in Pennsylvania, or just going right in South Philly is a new big casino. So easily accessible to a lot of things. And with Atlantic City, it's a lot of entertainment. You get a lot of those big shows like Beyonce and Jay-Z, and even the old school Whispers, Temptations. You get a lot of entertainment there, and a lot of restaurants. Restaurant Week is there. You get a lot of turn that down some guys. A lot of shopping. You got the boardwalk with like a carnival and stuff like that, and then you have all the casinos. So it's awesome. It's like a baby Vegas. Don't know how comparable it is because I've never been to Vegas, but I'm just saying same ambiance. Then you got Philadelphia, which we're really like 10 minutes away from. Several bridges will take you from Jersey to Philly, and South Street. I don't even know if it's popping like that anymore because I don't hang out there like when I did in my younger days, but there's a lot going on over in Philadelphia. Penn's Landing, you have a lot going over there. The Chart House, which is a very excellent place that you can go, and it's actually like a boat, and it's docked, and it's a restaurant. So you're sitting on the water. Very, very nice atmosphere. Very upscale, a la carte for your plates, but absolutely a nice area to be in. Going to New York is like equivalent to hanging out in Philly. New York have way more to do, but New York is like they never sleep. It's always something to do all night. You can't find a button to do it. Okay. He said, don't start no trouble today, Miss A. I'm not going to start no trouble, Eastad. If you show up here, I got to let the girls know you're here because, and Precious is not here right now, but she be like, oh, don't start today, Eastad. Look, she look forward to you too. I know they like messing with you because every time we get to doing girl talk, you at some point show up. And even after you leave, we still talk about you. I don't know if you go back and watch the replays, but I'll always still have to say something slick. Yeah, like Eastad gonna come in here. Or we have another guy, Sensational Gent, that passes through, and he's the one with the gentleman's channel, Sensational Gent. Well, it's TSG Uncut now. And they over there talking against modern day women. So that's where this whole battle come from. And I was telling y'all need to go on over there to his channel where they talk like that. This is our world over here, but you keep coming over here, so I gotta point you out. Yeah, check out them meat prices over there, Shay. That would really be beneficial to you and your family. I can't believe she said they burned it down. Oh my God. So you heard about it. I didn't even hear about it. Do you know why they burnt it down? Was it the prices? Was it employees? Because you know some of that stuff be inside jobs now. Yeah, he said closer to New York, 15 minutes away. Okay, right. Atlantic City's an hour away. Yeah, easily accessible to go to these places. Do you ever go to AC, East Ed? I saw you do a YouTuber meetup recently. I didn't know how to comment. I just hit like on your community tab because I didn't know if that was your old lady or if that was just another content creator that you met up with. But you guys look comfortable together, so I didn't want to assume. AC is about an hour from here. Right. You haven't been? Oh my God. Moments with Us. Whenever you know you're going, let me know. I will meet you down there. I want to see my sister. For real, for real. Me and you been rocking for about a year now. I would love to meet up and have lunch or something with you. And if you bring the kiddos, then we can do the whole outside boardwalk and stuff. Plenty to do. Plenty to do over there. You're missing out. And to live that close and not go, shame on you, sissy. I used the one in Peachtree City, Georgia. Oh, another one close to me, but the same distance. That's crazy. Jihan, Team Happy, mega love shout out. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate having you. I see Wave might have gone. I appreciate having you, Wave. In case she watches back, she see I acknowledged her. Peachtree City, yes, I heard about that. They set fire while people were still inside. You gotta be kidding me. Did they find those arsonists? Because that's crazy. Messed up a lot of people who relied on. Not even that. It's mental. You know, I know people use that Walmart and it kind of threw them off, but I'm just talking about the effects of the workers and the people that were inside when they set that on fire and what they may be going through. Been down to AC many times. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to. You have to. Especially if you're from Jersey, because a lot of people travel to come. So if you're from Jersey and you haven't even been, that says a lot. Moments with Us, we gonna have to get you down there. Yeah, some of my coworkers had to be evacuated. She said, a 14-year-old girl, unbelievable. That is sad. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. She said yes. Yeah, you should be laughing at yourself. You say hi.
Hi.
You should be laughing at yourself. Moderator Kathleen, welcome. Mega love shout out. Team Happy, appreciate having you here. Thank you so much for coming in. I know you guys are 12 hours ahead of us, so it's like 4:15 in the morning over there. Thank you so much for popping in. Don't want you to interrupt your rest, but thank you so much. They said, hey TJ, Mary Rose, welcome. Mega love shout out. Team Happy. Thank you guys for coming in. Ladies, if you don't have anything else that you want to add to this whole reset, before we go, let me show you what I got in the mail yesterday from Walmart. A gift. Hubby brings it in and I'm like, what are you giving that to me for? What is it? Because remember, he works there on the weekend. So when he came in, he brought this box. And I thought he was just playing. Knock it off. I thought he was just playing. But no, it actually came in for me. And there was a little card on top, Walmart member. And it kind of coincides with what I was telling you guys, that I've been doing this way before the whole pandemic. I've been doing this since I took TJ home. So they're saying that now that everybody's bagless, they wanted to give me some extra bags for being a member so long. So I thought that was so nice. And look at these cute Walmart bags. They're not the regular standard blue ones. They sent me quite a few of these in a box. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Again, when you say things, it's quite a few of them in the box. So when you say things, look, you speak it almost into existence. It's true. I was so happy to get this. Look, it's little things like this that make me happy now. In my younger years, I didn't care about no kitchen gadgets or none of that. And now I find myself overwhelmed with joy. I think it's 3 in here, guys, 3 or 4. Overwhelmed with joy when I get simple things like that, especially when it's unexpected. And that just shows that, I mean, they acknowledge the fact that I have been shopping with them so long, and they appreciate it, and I do too. And one thing I will say about Walmart for anyone who's never done like the online orders or the pickup or the drop off, if they have to substitute an item, they go up. And what I mean by that, if you chose like a great value item and they were out, they're going to give you name brand. If you chose a item of a smaller quantity and they're out of it, they're going to give you a larger quantity of that item or a name brand item. I really like that. If you have any discrepancies with your order, it's really simple. You hop right back on the computer, or you can just call, and you can find that contact us, and you get in touch with them. They're gonna make it right. They're gonna even give you credit. They're gonna take that off, and they're gonna reimburse it to your card, whatever you used, and they're gonna offer you a credit. They are very good with their customer service as far as their online orders. I really stand by Walmart. I have started using Sam's lately, but Walmart has been my go-to for online orders as far as pickup and drop off, and has been since, like I said, since I brought TJ home, and he's 8. He's 8 now, and he was 10 months when I got him, so I really stand by them. Even when the pandemic happened and things were backed up and I was frustrated because I couldn't get my orders like the way I always was able to get a slot and get my stuff. And I had to take into account that, you know, the world was facing this global pandemic, and it's not just about me. You have to be realistic. And I am. I check myself too, y'all. And so I still didn't have any problems during all of that. This pandemic was new for everybody, and everybody was affected, but they still were going above and beyond and trying to make sure that our orders was straight. So I really appreciated that. And I really have to say, I never had a problem with Walmart services until the past 3 months. And they made it right, so it's not really a problem. It just was missing items. Just the other day I did an upload where hubby got off of work, drove around the building to pick up our order because I set it up at the time he got off. And unfortunately, they left like 2-3 bags because they were my frozen items, so they had that in the freezer. So when he got the order, they gave him everything except those frozen items. So he just had to drive 5 minutes. He had to drive back over to his job and get it, but it was an easy resolve. But again, if there's anything missing and you might have gone to, maybe like if I set it up close to my job and it's too far for me to go back and get it, they'll reimburse you and they'll give you a credit. So it's not a big deal. I right now have about $50 in credit with Walmart, so I can use that, you know, to start one of my orders or finish off one of my orders. I haven't even touched it. Just like I have credit now with Sam's Club, because you know when you're a member, you get all that credit as a member. So I have that sitting there. So what I normally do with that is just pay for my next membership, so I don't have to keep paying for memberships. I use the credit that they have there and pay for that. But we go to Sam's and we buy in bulk, and I spend a lot of money at Sam's. I generally spend like $400 to $500 when I go to Sam's, and so therefore the credits, and it accumulates to be a lot. And sometimes I'll wait to the end of the year when it's like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I'll just get a free shop because it's so much. They really give back. When you see, if you shop online just like you do if you go in the store and something's on sale and you get that credit, that stuff adds up. So you guys might want to really take advantage of that. But this has been a great weekly reset. I hope all you mommies, if you weren't planning on getting yourself situated for the week, get up off them couches, put them books down, put them tablets and stuff down. I know you're tired, but get ahead of the game. Go ahead and get some things going so that you can rest at the end of the week, because you'll need that rest then. Trust me, after you go to week and those co-workers and your bosses and stuff tear up your nerves, you're going to be looking forward to Friday so you can get that drinky drink and relax. So take your rest at the end of the week. Go ahead and hustle and get your week set up so you can get through it real smooth and seamlessly. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate having you. Love and respect to you all. God bless.